Hey up and welcome to Callum's Corner. Right, I am en route to stay in a hotel room that I've spent £7 on. £7 for a hotel room. I'm away at the moment, and last night I was looking on booking.com for a hotel room, and suddenly this popped out at me, a £7 hotel room. So immediately I'm thinking that's got to be a mistake, that's got to be for a hostel or something, but no, apparently this is for a family suite in a hotel. So obviously I booked it. Obviously we're going to spend a night there and find out exactly what you get for a £7 hotel room. Right, I have just got off the bus and the plot has thickened. Alright, so I found this room last night, booked it, paid for it, £7 room, well £8.40 once VAT was on the bus on the way over here, and I get a phone call. I think I've just spoken to the lady from the reviews. Anyway, she says, you've booked a hotel room, you paid £8.40, it's not that much. I said, what? You know, I found it, I booked it and stuff. She said, it should be £80.40. I'm like, right, okay. Well, obviously I don't want to pay that because I paid £8.40 for it, and that's the price that was on there. She starts getting cross at me about it, like I've done something wrong. She says, how many of you are there? I said, you know, it's just me. He says, well, why have you booked a family suite? Why did you not book a single room? And I'm like, well, you had the single rooms up for like £25. Why would I do that when I can get a family suite for £8.40? You have to be mental to choose that. Anyway, she's very cross at me about this. Like I've somehow done something wrong by taking advantage of a good deal. She says she can do me a single room for £20. I'd have to pay an extra £12. Normally, at this point, I would tell her to shove it up her arse. You know, I've already paid for it, I want the room. Or, you know, just sack it off and go and stay somewhere half decent or something. However, I just feel like I'm meant to go and stay there, like, I don't know, just after speaking to her, the way she was rude and kicking off at me, the reviews on there, I just feel like I'm meant to stay there. And still, a £20 hotel room is a bloody bargain, isn't it? Although I haven't seen the place yet. Anyway, I just thought I'd fill you in. It has got more complicated. It's now the £20 hotel room, and she's very cross at me for some reason. Let's go and have a look and see what this place is actually like. Here we go. Here it is. We are walking up. I'm going to put the camera away because apparently this woman is really on it, really nosy, and I've gone to the trouble of booking in under an assumed name, so there's no point letting her know that I'm filming it all. Alright, I'm at the hotel and I've been here about 10 minutes and I cannot check in. There's a number that I meant to phone. I phoned, no one's picking it up, so I'm just here now. Okay, we are now about 20 minutes in. I'm not the only person here. There's other guests waiting in the reception trying to check in. I'm just walking around the bar area and restaurant. It's all deserted. It's a very strong start, isn't it? Right, we're 45 minutes in now and about 15 phone calls for me. And she's literally just phoned me back. Apparently, she's on her way down to check us in now. It's still the weirdest check-in I've ever had. To be able to wander around a hotel abandoned for 3/4 of an hour with no one there. A little bit strange. We checked in, that was a massive kerfuffle. The people who were there waiting with me, there were 3 of them, and they booked 3 separate rooms, and she was trying to make 2 of them share. She was like, oh, sorry, I've done it wrong, you'll have to share. They were like, no, we booked 3 separate rooms, we don't want to share. She was like, well, you're 2 blokes, you'll be fine together, the woman can have her own room. And they were like, no. Anyway, that meant that she had to give them my single room, which I just booked, and she's apparently found me another one, which I've just come into. It's not lovely, and there's not even sheets on the bed. So I'm going to have a word about that. I mean, I know it's cheap, but I think sheets is kind of like a minimum expectation is that there's sheets on the bed, I feel. I just went down to reception to tell her that I've got no sheets on my bed, and obviously she's gone already. I mean, it's been a good 5 minutes now. Why would you hang around? It's only your hotel. So apparently what's going to happen now is either in 2 hours she's going to come and give me some sheets, or in an hour she's going to come and swap my room. It was a little bit confusing what she was saying. So I guess it's just a waiting game now for an hour or two. I might not have any proper sheets on my bed, but what I have got, I've just noticed, is a very lovely plasticky, rubbery kind of piss protector on the mattress, which gives you some kind of indication as to what they're expecting here. Tempted to go out and get myself a sleeping bag so I don't have to use this linen, but I said I'm going to sleep here, and I guess that means experience it in its kind of full grossness, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Right, a couple of hours to kill now, or an hour, not quite sure which. So obviously we've got that little corner there, which is probably the nicest corner in the room. We've got the beds, which don't exactly fill me with confidence, with the kind of the pee barrier underneath that sheet there. And we've got the quilts with no quilt covers on. here we've got the little tea making station, which I'm shocked we've got, to be honest with you, and a telly. I haven't checked whether it works, doubt it. And we've got our window for our kind of seaside view, or not so much. There is a radiator there, which is most definitely not working. I don't think I've actually ever been so cold indoors before. And we've also got the bathroom, which the light, obviously, as you can see, isn't great in. Kind of adds to the nightmarish effects. We've got a shower, probably doesn't work. We've got a toilet, and we've got some toilet paper left for us, about a millimetre of toilet paper, enough to blow your nose once, should you need to. Anything else and you're in trouble. So this is room number 1. I'm starting to develop a bit of a headache now. I'm not quite sure what has caused this. It could be one of two things. It could be the smell of this place, which, if you're wondering, is kind of reminiscent of a care home, although more urine than feces based, to be fair. Or it could be the fact that I can't take my hat off because it's so bloody cold in here. I feel like my ears need to breathe. That probably makes no sense to you, but if I wear a hat constantly, I start to get a headache. I need some air in there. But it's just too cold to take it off, or even my coat at this point. Yeah, it's going to be a long bloody evening. It's going to be a long... In fact, I need to stop thinking about this as a hotel. I think I need to kind of reorganise my thinking and start thinking of this in terms of a challenge. Because when you think of it as like a challenge, like, yeah, it's not that bad, actually. There's loads of people sleeping in way worse conditions than this every night. It's only when I start to think about this as this is meant to be an actual hotel, kind of me on holiday enjoying myself. That's when I start to think, God, this is awful. So yeah, it's a challenge. That's the kind of thinking I need to have. I'm really, really hungry. I want to get some dinner, but I daren't go away in case she comes back and then goes again, and I'm just left with this place. I would really like a cover for that quilt. I dread to think of whose skin's been against that. Yeah, so it's kind of the status quo at the moment is I'm stuck in the room wearing my coat, my bloody hat, and I'm eating a massive bag of chocolate peanuts and raisins, which I got from an awesome sweet shop just down the road because I'm ravenous and I can't risk going to a restaurant at this moment. I've made a massive, massive mistake. Sitting there, eating the chocolate peanuts and raisins, getting really thirsty. Glance over, see the tea making facilities. I think, oh, I'll make myself a cup of tea. What harm can that do? Rookie error that is. Water out the bloody bathroom, boil the kettle, make the cup of tea, right? This is it. Right, yeah. You look at it. It looks like a normal cup of tea, right? Oh my God. Oh, move that away from me. That smells like arse. That tastes like arse. I had a sip of it and it had me retching. I was retching in the bathroom with a bloody flashy strobe light going on. It was like a version of hell or something. Christ, I mean, what am I doing drinking the water from this place? I mean, that's a lesson to me. I'll have to brush my teeth with mineral water or something in the morning because there's no way I'm putting anything that comes from this place in my mouth again. Christ, near miss, really. In fact, who knows? Like, I probably swallowed some of the tea, so who knows what's living inside me now? Pure bloody AIDS, that's probably what. Right, we need to venture out again because I've made yet another error. I was retching earlier after drinking that pure liquid AIDS, and instinctively I reached out and grabbed a bit of toilet roll and just wiped my mouth afterwards. Obviously, I've forgotten that I'm staying in Hotel de Hell here, and I'd only been allocated 3 squares of toilet paper, and I kind of need to blow my nose now. 3 squares. I mean, it should have been enough. I guess I was greedy, if anything, wanting, 2 purposes for the toilet roll. So it's probably my fault. But it does leave me with a conundrum now because, yeah, I want to blow my nose and there's no toilet roll in there. So we're going to have to venture out and try and source some toilet roll. I guess buy some is the obvious solution. Don't really feel like I should have to do that when I stay in a hotel, but maybe my expectations are too high. I also would like to grab some bottled water so 1, I can drink, and 2, I can brush my teeth, just without the fear that I'm brushing A's into my mouth and into my bloodstream. Right, I'm just coming downstairs from a room and I've seen that there are public toilets down the bottom here, which may well solve the toilet paper issue. Christ almighty, right, here we go. Oh, God almighty, what on earth is... Oh, God, don't even look at it, Callum. Oh, Christ, what? Apparently, they are really, really careful with their toilet paper here. You get, well, I'm taking it. That's mine now. But that's as much as you get anywhere in a hotel based on the evidence so far. Actually, on the evidence so far, that's quite a find. That's like a bloody, I'm toilet paper rich for this hotel. Christ, shall we have one more look in there? Oh, will you look at that? That's revolting. Let's get out. I am coming to the, oh Christ, that's the first time I've tried one of the beds. That's not a mattress. There's nothing there. It's literally, your arse touches it and then bam, you're on the base. Christ almighty. I'm coming to the reluctant conclusion now that she's not coming back. This is kind of my lot now, and I'm going to have to deal with it. So, first things first, the toilet paper issue, my treasures that I stole from downstairs. I've broken it into two parts. This is for my nose as and when I need to. This is for unforeseen emergencies. You know what I'm talking about. It should be enough to get me through, hopefully. I don't know. I'm really reluctant to leave the hotel and just go and get food and stuff and more toilet paper and kind of water. Just because I really would like a quilt cover. I'm looking at this quilt and there's bits of dirt and stuff stuck to it. And, oh God, that smells like arse as well. Arse and foot. I don't want that against my body. I mean, obviously I'm not going to sleep naked or anything. I'm not mental, but I really would like another barrier or something between my body and this. I don't know. I'm in no man's land now. I'm no closer to resolving this whole thing. And I'm wantonly kind of overusing my toilet paper now. I'm ripping through my resources. That's my treasure. That's the one thing that I've got, tangibly that's mine. This room might not be mine. Certainly these beds aren't mine. I've got no rights in terms of what I paid and what room I was sleeping in, but this little bit of toilet paper is tangibly mine. I've gone and I've scavenged this out there in this kind of abandoned husk of a hotel, and this is mine. This is my tangible goods for now. I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like bugger it. I've had it. That's it. That's enough now. I'm going out and I'm getting some food. I'm too hungry for this. I'm losing my bloody mind here. I'm getting way too attached to a bit of toilet paper. I'm going out. I'm buying more toilet paper. I'm buying water. And I'm going to eat. Yeah, I've walked almost the entire length of the high street and nothing's open. Everything's closed apart from the supermarkets. I really wanted hot food. The alternative, going into a Sainsbury's and buying food and eating it back in that room, was not there thinking about. Oh my God, there's a chip shop and it's got tables. Oh God, it's like an oasis in the desert. Thank the bloody Lord. You know where you are at chips, you're safe with chips. I'm a happy bunny, right? I better get some cash out. It doesn't look like they're going to take contactless here, does it? Struggling to find a cash point a little bit. But I am enjoying looking around Sandown on the kind of plus side, the town that I'm staying in. I've actually been here before a few times. When I was about 18, I came here, went for a night out at a nightclub called Colonel Bogey's, believe it or not. And I had a cracking night. I ended up pulling, got a cheeky rub up against the DJ box from her. She was dead into me, actually. But she was boss-eyed, unfortunately, which don't get me wrong, I'm not picky or anything. I don't want to be exclusive or anything. But as I sobered up, every time she went to kiss me, she couldn't make eye contact with me, and it looked like she was looking at a certain point on my nose, and I found it really off-putting. I got self-conscious. I kept thinking I had something stuck to my nose or something, so I didn't end up taking her home. I had to bin it off in the end. Just one of those things. I am outside. I've been here about 4.5 hours now. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. I phoned her loads of times and she didn't pick up, but finally she just phoned me back, and I couldn't really understand what she was saying because she's got a very strong accent, but I believe that a bloke is coming down in 10 to 15 minutes to sort the bed out for me. Now, I've brought my bag down and I'm waiting at reception because I don't really just want the bed sorted out. I would ideally like a new room, one that has a bathroom light that isn't going to possibly give me a seizure if I need to pee in the middle of the night. So that's my plan. I'm down here with a bag and I'm going to try and make sure I do get a different room. But we have a new room. It's a definite upgrade, actually. Let me spin you around and I will give you the grand tour. All right, so here we go. It's slightly bigger, the room, slightly bigger. I have a cover on my quilt, which is a massive upgrade. What else have we got? Come on, look for positives, look for positives. Still got a flat screen, still got my plasma. That'll be great to view at least 5 channels on, I would have thought. Wardrobe, a little bit tatty, but we'll overlook that. Reduced tea making facilities, but I mean, I'm not going to be making that mistake again. We've got Lux beauty soap. Wow, beauty soap. And we've got a bathroom. Where's the light? Oh no, don't tell me. Oh no. Oh, look at that. That is firm, proper light. No flickering, no seizures induced. Big improvement. With the window, lovely curtains again, obviously. And oh, it's not even frosted. And we do seem to be overlooked by one and another window on the other side. But we won't mind about that. Yeah, and obviously, again, the art. I have turned the knob to make sure the heating comes on, but it's still not. Maybe they should have reduced the art budget a little bit and increase the heating budget. I've got a feeling that there's no boiler on in the whole bloody building, so I mean, I wouldn't shower here anyway. I mean, who'd do that? Showering in bloody A's water. But a little bit disappointing. I mean, I don't want to be too harsh, because the lady, when she came, actually, she was really friendly. She came and did the sheet for me. And when she was bringing me to this room, she went quickly in another room, and I saw there was like a hospital bed in there with someone. I don't know what that's all about. I guess it's her mum or something, which is weird because she's not even in this hotel. She comes from a place up the road, but who knows? I mean, I guess it's really cheap, isn't it? 20 quid is what I paid at the end of the day. You can't expect much. I mean, I would like heating, but it's just people doing their best, I guess. I don't want to be too harsh to them. I've got a bed now with a cover on, so I guess it's just trying to make it through the night. I'm gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna wear to bed. What's gonna be warm enough? I'll change into my bed clothes, and I guess I'll do a last update before I go to sleep, and then we'll do any more updates in the middle of the night, because I've got a feeling that stuff might happen in the middle of the night here, whether it be little creatures moving around or drunk people coming back. I've got a feeling that the other rooms might be taken by people who are like emergency B&B housing, so I'm sure it's going to get interesting after midnight here. Crap that, we're not going to sleep. It's far too early to go to sleep. I didn't realise, but it's only like 9:30. Thought it was way later than that, because everything had been shot full of the hours around here. It's far too early to go to sleep yet. So I decided to go for another walk, and now I've decided to go to the pier. Reason for that is, a minute ago, a little buzz Domino's pizza, the bloody scooter buzzed past me, and I saw it, and I was ravenous for it. You know, I felt really far removed from Domino's and normality and just kind of normal life from being in that hotel. And my chips, I don't like to say it, but my chips were shit. I don't like to swear, and I also don't like to describe chips that way, but I've got to be honest with you, they were. And if you're a chip shop, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself for serving a bad chip. So I am still hungry. So we're venturing down to the arcade. There's a pier here with an arcade, and there's got to be something going on down there, some kind of food, just some kind of life or something to amuse me for a while. I've found a way to waste a quid. I'm trying to win some sweets that, even if I do win, will have the monetary value of about 5p. So far I'm 2 quid in and I've won nothing. It's passing some time though. It's kind of saving me from going back there. I've had to forcibly remove myself from that. That's ridiculous. I put every piece of coinage that I could from my wallet into that. £7.20 down I am. And I've got this to show for it. This basically sweetened bottle of piss and vinegar, which I wouldn't drink if you paid me. And then whilst I finish, just as I'm walking off, right, there's this massive full of sweets, which is all of my money's worth is pumped into there, but the machine has chucked its little arm up so that they'll even fall down. Candy necklaces and everything, and I'm left with this. I don't want it, that's crap. I'll pick that up. I'm not going to let her. I'm not going to let her just because I'm angry. But I'm going to put it in the bin over here, and I'm going to do it with some force. Hey up, right, it's getting late now. I've managed to warm the room up enough to take my hat off and undo my coat. It's not warm enough to kind of take my coat off yet, but we're getting there. I've got a system now. I found that eventually, if you're on the hot water long enough, it does come through. The radiator doesn't work, but the shower will run hot. So it's just running continuously at the moment, and it is slowly kind of drifting out a bit of heat from there. In terms of sleeping, I'm planning on a pair of tracksuit bottoms on my legs and a hoodie, well, t-shirt, hoodie, and then possibly even a gilet over that. Protection against the coldness and also against whatever is living in these beds. I'm sure there's something. Let's try not to think about that. Right, I am going to get into my bed bundle, and I'll probably see you in the morning unless something dramatic happens at night. There have been a few more people drifting back. I've taken a few exploratory kind of walks back, walks around the hotel. Mainly methods, judging by their demeanour. No one's kind of been capable of speech or anything. They're kind of just shuffling from side to side. A couple of people I've seen. Yeah. Wish my door had a better lock. Right, that's me. Wish me luck. Good night.
Alright, it's a good news and bad news situation. Good news, I'm alive. I've made it through the night. Bad news, I'm absolutely knackered. I barely slept, and I've pulled something in my neck, and it's incredibly painful to try and even turn over. Yeah. Bright side, I made it. Bad side, it's incredibly painful, and I'm really, really tired. But nonetheless, I have made it through the night in a £7 hotel. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to slowly wake up and try and get myself dressed and out of bed, and we'll have a proper debrief a bit later once I'm awake and I've had a cup of coffee.
I am up, dressed, and on my way out of the hotel now. My neck is absolutely killing me. I can barely carry my bag on my shoulder. It's hurting so much. I was going to go out breakfast and do a full debrief, but I think we're going to end the video there so I can go and kind of rest up and get in a taxi. I've done it. It's doable. You could survive in a £7 hotel, but I really wouldn't recommend it.